Hey, so this video is just going to be an eye tutorial on this look right here. It may look kind of familiar. It's the same look that I wore in a video that I did last year. And in that video, actually I'll link that video right here, but in that video I did a review of the Mystic Eyes quad, and this quad has been out for a long time, but I figured it's kind of a neutral look, and everybody always puts up tutorials on neutral looks, and I don't have one up, so this will be my neutral look slash my Mystic Eyes quad tutorial, and it was requested by this person right here. Thank you for the request. And just so that you can go ahead and get a close-up of it, this is basically what it looks like. And I'm even wearing the same fake lashes, not the exact same pair, but the same, number of lashes that I wore in that video. So I was trying to get it as close to the original look as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and get started because these always take forever. So in case you haven't seen this quad, these are the 4 colors in it. You have like a dark plummy maroonish brown color, a silver, a goldish brown, and a light pink. And the first color that I'm going to use, I'm going to get just a flat shader brush, and I'm going to take this golden brown color and just put that all over the lid. And with these shadows, I always just pat them down because they're, I wouldn't say you get a lot of fallout because it's a shadow and not a pigment, but there is a little bit of fallout, and it just helps if you just pat it on instead of going back and forth. So I just patted that all over the lid, and then I'm just going to flip this same brush over, and on the other side I'm going to get this silver color, and I'm actually going to pick up a good amount of this silver color because I'm going to place that in the center of my lid, like right here above my pupil, and I just want this to go all the way to the crease, but I want this whole, like, just the silver color concentrated in the middle of the lid. And the only reason I did that with this look is just because one is something different, and two, and when I put the highlight here, I'm going to have a light color here and a light color in the middle, so I just feel like it draws attention to 2 parts of the eye. If you notice, I didn't do a brow bone highlight. You're more than welcome to do one if you want. Sometimes I do one, sometimes I don't. But on this particular look, the eye should be drawn to your inner corner to brighten it up, and then the center of the lid. And then after you do that, I'm going to get a crease brush, blending brush, whatever you want to call it, and the dark color, and get some of that. And I'm going to start at the outer corner in circular motions and then just bring it into the crease, and I leave my eye closed a little bit just so that it's a lot easier to know where your crease is, but I'm not going all the way in. I'm kind of just going where the stopping where the white part of my eye starts again, because if you see on this one, the darkness doesn't go like all the way in, it kind of just stops here. So we're just going to do a mirror image on this side and stop it here, not go any further in. Okay, and then when the last things, we're going to get this pink color, the baby pink, and use that as the inner corner highlight. Oh, and this is just a pencil brush, so that's what I use for my inner corner highlights. And on this, I always feel like I put too much down at the beginning and I have to wipe some away. but that always happens to me because it always looks too much. Okay. So that looks about even. And after you do that, I just put on black eyeliner. Any black eyeliner is fine. It really doesn't matter. And don't laugh at my little baby eyeliner. I'm just trying to use it up. So I just line the bottom. And I'm also going to line the top. I don't go all the way in because your eye looks more open if you don't go all the way in. And then line the top, and I'm just using this to as a base for the false lashes because it looks good when you have that black background for your lashes. So this line doesn't have to be perfect or anything because these lashes are a really full pair of false lashes. So they're going to cover up any imperfections or mistakes that you make. And so I'm not doing a cat eye or anything, you know, fancy. Just lining the upper lash line just as a base for these lashes. If I had a more delicate pair of false lashes, I'll probably try to do a cat eye or something with it, but I feel like these lashes on their own are enough, and you know, you don't need something extra like a cat eye. So as long as you put a line of decent thickness, it doesn't have to be super thick. Put the lash, line it, and then I'm just using black mascara on the top and bottom lashes. And in case you're wondering, this is Chanel Inimitable. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Inimitable Intense. I'll spell it here. But it's color number 10, but it's just black. And I like it. I'm not in love with it. This isn't a mascara review, but while I'm using it, I might as well talk about it. The reason I bought it was because I went to the Chanel counter to get something. I don't remember what it was, and you know how they give you free samples, so I got a free sample of this mascara, and the sample was amazing. Like, that sample was the best mascara I've ever used in my entire life. But for some reason, this the full size, which this is a full size obviously, is I don't like it as much. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I'm not in love with it as much as I was with the sample. And I don't know if it was because the brush was slightly different or what, but I am liking this a little bit better as the product is drying up, because in the beginning I thought it was a very wet mascara. This full size was much wetter than the sample size that I had received. So if you have a sample and you love it, you may not like it as much full size. So the Max Factor Volume Couture, which I stated before was my favorite mascara, still remains my favorite mascara of all time. On false lashes, obviously that's what it looks with the false lashes. These are Ardell number 101 Demis, if you want this exact pair. And this is obviously what it looks like without the false lashes. And on my cheeks, just wearing a pink blush, NARS Matahari. And on the lips, it's Rimmel Dusty Rose. And I lined my lips with Rimmel's lip liner called East End Snob. And I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and I'm amazed that I did this in under 10 minutes. And feel free to leave it in comments or questions below.